All right, my Consumer Scholar family. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. I'm going live on both platforms. I'm here today to talk about bad credit. Bad credit is expensive. That's what we're here to talk about today. Bad credit is expensive. You'll notice on a lot of my videos, I always talk about late payments, charge-off collections, anything that's dealing with payment history and utilization, your new credit as opposed to the debt that you owe debt to. Well, it's like debt to income ratio, but it's your new credit. How much of the credit you're using? That's your utilization. May I put it? But in the payment history and the utilization, that's where you get the bulk of the most points. Now, I am going to. I do have my link going across the screen at the bottom. I do need you to go ahead and type that in and sign up. Join my Consumer Scholars. Become a consumer. I can't talk today. Become a Consumer Scholar. Sign up, get the newsletters, and you can stay up to date with promotions and whatever we have for the Secret TLC. But I do want everybody in the chat, in the comment box, I want you to type in what's the maximum number of points you can get in payment history. Each level, we talk about payment history, we talk about utilization, we talk about age, we talk about new credit, and we're talking about credit mix. All right. But you get the bulk of the points from the payment history and the utilization. All right. I need you to type in the chat box or the comment box what's the highest number you can get, or what is the amount of points you can get from just payment history by itself. Type in the comment box what you can get from payment history by itself. And as you're watching this video, any video that you see on my platform, I am not a lawyer. I am not a financial advisor. So anything you say, you will be liable. Anything you do is up to however you choose to pursue it. But if you need any help outside of what I do in teaching consumer laws, you need to consult your lawyer and consult your financial advisor. I can't guarantee any results on what I offer. Not by law, none of us can guarantee results. But by law, I cannot guarantee any results. Only thing that can be guaranteed is your effort toward getting it done, getting your credit improved. That's the only thing that we can guarantee. All right, so I'm going to give people time to come in. But I do want to know what is the highest points you can get in the credit scoring model, in the payment history. So how many points can you get from just payment history alone? And those points, if you can clear up your payment history section, that can boost you up. It can boost you up really, really good, a good amount of points. I don't want to say it because then I'll be giving away my answer. All right, so what's the maximum number of points, or what is the amount of points you can get from your payment history? And that's why you hear a lot of my my videos will be mainly on this section because I need you to understand, as my viewers and my listeners, to understand that if you can tackle, if you can improve, or you can clean up your payment history area, and you can clean up your utilization, you can boost your points up, your score up a lot of points if you target these two areas, your payment history and your utilization. All right, so I'm waiting on that answer to come in and some people to come in. I do want to talk about how expensive, or why bad credit is expensive. Or why bad credit is expensive. All right, so let's talk about bad credit for a minute. We all know any type of credit, negative information can cater to us having bad credit, or can cater to the amount of these amounts being added on into and being more and more in debt. So anytime you owe a company, you are in debt. Debt doesn't always carry a negative connotation or a bad connotation. It's just the amount of money that you owe somebody, or the amount of money that you owe a company. All right. So the most obvious way bad credit costs you money is in the form of high interest. All right. High interest rates. So if you notice, some of the companies, if you look at your financial or your agreements that you have with these companies, take a look at your high interest rates. Take the time out and research your state. Justia.com. They have every state that you need for your actual state laws. You have to make sure you keep research, because they do have to update their website just like Law Cornell. But check each one of your states to see how much is the maximum that these companies can charge you. So a lot of bad debt can come from being charged high interest rates. And sometimes when you get these loans, you're already in debt. You're already needing the money, or you're already needing that credit at the time. So if your credit score is low, that's when those predatory lenders kick in. That's when those companies try to use you and have you paying these high interest rates, knowing getting close to the end of the loan. If you notice, it's like, I hadn't paid anything on this loan. I'm paying interest, I'm paying the note, and it doesn't look like it's adding nothing to the amount, bringing my principal down or nothing. So that's because of the high interest rates. Not only are you much less likely to get approved for new loans because of the bad credit, but you'll also still pay more if your application is accepted. So if they don't deny you and don't refuse you to credit altogether, and if they do accept you, then that's when that high interest rate kick in, right? That's when they're charging. But please check your state, your individual state, and see what is the maximum yield that company can charge you, or that type of loan, because I do know certain states have different types of loans, like the small regulatory loan, installment loan, auto loan, mortgages, payday cash advances. They have different percentages and laws that they can charge you as a maximum. Okay. All right, so now we talked about high interest rates. High interest rate can cause you to go into debt more too. So that's why we need to clean up this payment history, this utilization section of your credit report, because we don't want to be charged these high interest rates. We want to get a loan and feel comfortable paying that loan back. Now, when you get these loans, please be mindful. Please read your agreements. Don't sign nothing if they can't give it to you on paper. Don't sign anything if they do not allow you time. I know you may need it in a rush at the time, but that's how they get us. That's how they trick us, because we're under duress when we get this. And actually, when we're under duress when we get this, we're making that uninformed decision to get the credit. And these companies know that. Okay, we're making that uninformed decision to get that credit, or to start that credit transaction. And there's no reason that a computer generating these agreements can be considered an adequate notice, because they're generating these agreements. Computers are. Humans are not. So when we get these computer generated agreements, they just tell us once we sign one time, they just tell us click here, click here. We're not even reading it. They're not saying click this link. I want you to take your time and read it. So I'm gonna give you time to read it. What they need is, I was thinking about this today. What they need is systems set up that all finance companies use, and they can cater it to however way they want to. But they need to have it to where every sentence in that contract we must check beside it, because that's I know it's going to take a lot of time, but if you think about it, that's how they get us, because we're not taking the time out to read. They're not even taking the time out to explain it, because a lot of people that do want to know what's in that agreement, or what do they have to do in that, what do they have to follow or abide by in that agreement, but they don't understand the wording. They'll also get us there too, because ignorance is bliss. That's the reason why these companies been getting away with charging us these crazy, ridiculous interest rates, is because we don't understand their language. We got to learn their language. Okay. All right. Another thing is limiting access to regular financing. It's difficult to get approved for traditional loans when your credit score is below average. It's difficult to get these loans when your credit score is low. And once they check your credit score, you come in there, they don't know you from a can of paint. You apply, you give your social security number. They're already thinking, oh, okay, this person probably got good credit. They're going to lose out on, they're not making money off that person. But as soon as they get that credit score from that credit, I'm going to say credit bureau, no such thing as credit bureau. Let me say that. Consumer Reporting Agency. And they see that your credit is below average. That's when that computer generated agreement start to charge you that percentage. Because if you notice somebody whose credit score is higher than yours, their agreement is totally different. You know, with income, based on income and how much you can afford to pay per month. But that percentage rate is not changing. They are probably already got that set. Okay. And this is me thinking in the back of my head now. All right. So another thing is the ongoing cash crunch because of large minimum payments. What I'm saying is bad credit also costs you money when you're trying to keep up with large minimum payments. So when you get that high interest rate and you have limited access to regular financing, when you get that high interest rate, they know you can't afford that payment. They know it. Then they'll put you in a contract that's longer than 12 months. And what that does, that's the longer you're in there, the more interest fees or fees they can tack on to what they already charging you in interest and finance charges. So the longer your loan term is, the more money you're going to pay. Okay. And if sometimes I have seen a lender that will adjust that for you if you ask. Why am I paying so much for a longer length of time and I only borrowed this? And I had one to say, oh, okay, well, we can adjust that and you can still, your amount will never change. All you have to do is open your mouth and ask. Sometimes if you ask it can get a lot of stuff done when you call them and you ask them a question, because they actually went off their computer generated agreement that they gave you. They don't know what's in that agreement. When you call them, when you put these companies on notice, that's when they go to checking everything. Another thing is more expensive insurance premiums. So when you're trying to apply for an insurance for your car, your auto insurance, they check your credit also, and they'll tell you, and they'll get permission from you to check your credit report. If your credit is below average, they are going to charge you high interest rates. They are going to charge you high interest insurance premiums. Another thing is depositing requirement for utility companies. Some utility companies will ask you for your credit, to check your credit, and if you're below average, they'll charge you a higher deposit because they don't feel like you're reliable enough because of your credit score that you can pay your light bill every month. You can pay your water bill every month. You can pay your whatever utility bill that you're having to pay per month. Yes, they also use your credit score. Last but not least, the difficulty of applying for housing. The last thing we want to do, we got 4 kids, right? Hypothetically speaking, we got 4 kids, right? I want to go apply for, I got to move. I don't want to go apply for a house or apartment and they're checking credit and my credit is below average. And one of the requirements is to have a good credit score or this certain credit score, and I don't have it. Now me, Lil Johnny, Timmy, Tina, and Baby Joe got to sleep on the streets because mama's credit is not right. That's not what we want to go through. That's undue enrichment. Undue is unjust enrichment. Unjust enrichment. That's not fair. We shouldn't have to we shouldn't have to, our credit score shouldn't determine whether we have somewhere to live or not. That should be a necessity to life. I feel like if your credit score is not good enough for housing, they should be able to approve you. But and two, if you going in and your credit score is low like that, 9 times out of 10, you're in debt. So that means you already owe other companies, and therefore your financial obligations are really overtaking what you can afford to pay. All of that tie in together. That's why they make those decisions they make. Okay. All right. So those are some ways that bad credit is very expensive. All right. So now go ahead and you see the ticker going across the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and type that in. Go ahead and join. I will be in my Facebook group next week. I will be choosing the winners starting from today. Anybody that signed up using that link, I will add you to my list of people to choose. I will choose 5 people to help with one account that's on their credit. All right. The last day to sign up will be Friday. So I will be choosing 5 people. The ticker that's going across the bottom, starting today, you sign up today, sign up to be a consumer scholar. That's for our newsletter and for our to get promotions and stuff from us. All right, so we can help you in this process of improving your credit. All right. So go ahead at the bottom of the screen, go ahead and type that in your browser. And let me put that in the, I'm gonna go ahead and pin it. I'm gonna go ahead and pin it to the comments. So you can have it in the comments, and all you got to do is click it. All right. Any questions? If you got any questions, please put them in the comment box so I can answer them. I will talk a little bit about more about payment history. As far as student loans, and as far as child support, and as far as bankruptcies, I can elaborate a little bit about bankruptcies. Those 3, you are going to have to book a consultation, or you need to email me about those because they take a little bit longer to deal with. Student loans are easy to get rid of, to delete from your credit report, but a lot of you all have these questions and the comments be long, and those are consultation questions. Can't just answer them because I don't know what's on your credit report. So those will have to take a consultation, or you need to email me. You need to email me about those, okay? Let me put this in the comment for my Facebook group. Please share this live with 5 people. Please, please, please share this live with people. 5 people. I do see when you all share. I do see when you all share with other people that's on this platform. Came right to you and forgot what I was doing. Got it. In a few minutes, I'm going to elaborate more on payment history. All right, so I put the link in the chat. All right, so let's talk about payment history. I asked you a question earlier in the video. What is the number of points you can get from payment history? Payment history alone, you can get 300 and not 300. You can get a 92.5 points for payment history. So you can get 192.5 points for payment history. So if we can clean up your payment history, you can get 192.5 points for payment history. So it'll be 192.5. I can't type. Okay, there you go. My stuff going just a little slow here, lagging just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna give it about 10 more minutes, and I'm signing off. So if you don't, please share the live just in case. Let me type this in real quick. Okay, I got it. All right, so you can get 192.5 points for payment history. If you know your credit score already, what can that 192.5 points do for your payment history? Or what can it do for your credit score as of right now? It can do a lot for your credit score right now. So when we talk about payment history, we're talking about late payments, we're talking about collections, and we most definitely need to get rid of those charge-offs. So if we can get those deleted, then we can clear up a lot of these points and earn a lot of these points to boost our credit score, so we're able to get those loans for our business if we're going to use our personal credit for those loans. We're able to get those credit cards that we need to at least use for daily household needs and to at least boost our credit so that we're able to be in a good credit standard. So with that being said, if you go to 15 USC and we talk about late payments, we're talking about payment history, 15 USC 1681A. You go to 15 USC 1681A, and I'm gonna share my screen with my YouTube. So if you want to see the screen, my Facebook family, you have to go to YouTube, and I can do it on both. Let me try that real quick. 15 USC 1681A, and I want to show you that late payments are illegal. So if a company is furnishing late payments, they're not supposed to be furnishing late payments. And if they are furnishing late payments, according to 15 USC 6802, they're supposed to be getting written permission from us to report these negative information and derogatory accounts. So if we go to 15 USC 1681, I'm gonna go to A, and let me share my screen so y'all can see me. This is my YouTube family. Let me share my screen so y'all can see it. So let me share my screen. All right, so what you see on the screen, and let me change it. Here's my Facebook family so my Facebook group can see. Don't forget, go ahead and look at the ticker going across the bottom of my screen. Please. Did I do it right? Yeah, I did it right. Go ahead and type that in from today until Friday. Whoever signs up from today until Friday, and I'm going to say when I'm going to stop Friday. I say stop about 10 o'clock Friday, 10 p.m. CST time. That's when I'm going to stop looking. So from now, what time is it now? When we started this, I'm going to say about 4:30 p.m. So whoever signs up between 4:30 p.m. today until 10 p.m. CST time, Central Standard Time, Friday, you'll be entered into that drawing for those 5 people. I might let it be 10. I don't know. Depending on how many people join, sign up for Consumer Scholars. Why I can't talk today? For Consumer Scholars newsletter. So let me go to this. I want to share this with my Facebook group too, so they can get a idea of what we're looking at. Won't be so lost and in the dark. 15 USC 1681. This section, this subchapter is actually the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So that's reporting any with respect to furnishers. This is where they're reporting information to credit bureaus. Now we're going to go down to A, D to A1. So I'm in this section as of right now. So I'm going to share my screen, my Facebook group, so y'all can see. Please share this live with 5 people. Don't forget to sign up with the ticker going across the bottom so you can be entered into the drawing. I will help at least 5 people with one account that's on their credit report. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I've helped you with all of your accounts on your credit report. Now, if you need help creating a letter, then you're going to join me. This is going to be my boot camp for next week. I'm trying to see what day I'm going to do it on, but I do know I'm taking my signees. If you're signing up for my Consumer Scholars newsletter for this week, you'll be entered into that boot camp. And I'll let you know what date that is. All right, so for my Facebook group, there is the actual page that I'm on. So let me add it to the screen. All right, so as you see, we're talking about 15 U.S.C. 1681A, and we're talking about definitions. Okay, we need to go down to D, Consumer Report. 2, exclusions, and A. Now, anytime we're talking about late payments are illegal. So a late payment is considered to be a transaction. So when you use this law in your letters and you're trying to get late payments deleted from your credit report, you're going to use this law, 15 U.S.C. 1681A. D, the lowercase d, you're going to go to 2 to exclusions. And right here where it says A1, it states that report exclude means to do not include. Okay, exclude means do not include. Except as provided in paragraph 3, the term consumer report, that's your credit file, does not include report containing information solely as to transactions or experiences between the consumer and the person making the report. All right, does not include, and let me restate it, does not include information solely as to transaction. A late payment is a transaction. Therefore, a late payment should not be reported on your credit report. Okay, so you're going to use that law to get your late payments deleted. When you clean up the payment history in your when you clean up the payment history on your credit report, you can earn up to 192.5 points. So if your credit score is 500 points right now, and you clean up everything that's in the credit history section of your credit report, 500 plus 192.5 is 692.5 points. Who can't use 692.5 as or 692 as a credit score? Who can't use that? Everybody. That's almost a 700 credit score. And that was just deleting late payments off your credit report. We can get to collections. We can get off charge-offs and the student loans, child support, repossessions, mortgages, auto loans, all of those, along with did I say student loans? I'm trying to see if I got everything. I think I got everything. Those will have to be consultation based because the questions that come in the comment box, they are too long. Please email me. Please email me. And let me put my email across the screen so that y'all can see it, because it takes a little bit more of a process to do those. So just being on these lives is not enough time to do those. Okay. So that's my email, and make sure that you use my email to did I put it in here? I gotta do it here. And you can email me for any type of question, any general question. I do have my ebook out. It is out. It's on Kindle version, and it is on paperback, and I do have it in the printable, downloadable version. So you'll have to email me for that printable version, because I do know a lot of people like to print theirs out. So you'll have to email me for the printable version. But that ebook gives you the laws to delete anything you want from your credit report. Anything you want from your credit report. I can't make any guarantees, but it all comes down to your type of effort. So with my ebook, I did put the ebook link inside of my it's in the just go in the comment sections of my or go into the description of the group if you're on my Facebook. My YouTube, I will put the ebook link inside of the comments so you can have those. But this one ebook, and let me take you to my ebook so y'all can see. This ebook shows you how to delete any account, negative or derogatory account that's listed on your credit report. And let me show you what that look like. It's on Amazon, okay? You can eliminate a lot of not letters, but you can eliminate a lot of. I know I offer courses. My letters finna be attached to courses because I do not want to send out letters and my listeners and viewers are sending out these letters and they don't know what they're sending inside of the letters. So I don't want to send, I'm going to put courses because I want you all to understand what you're doing. That's the whole purpose of teaching you consumer law, is to show you how to get this done. So let me share the screen so you can see my ebook real quick. And my Facebook group, let me show you really quickly so you can see it. Oh, where my screen go? Good Lord. Y'all, it's per H trying to do this half the time. But it's worth it. It's worth it bringing y'all this information too. All right, so that's my ebook so you can see it. Please, I'm telling you, this one ebook, and I did this on purpose, shows you how to delete any account that you want from your credit report. Oh, pressing the wrong button. That's why. That's why. Hold on my Facebook group because it's making me do something different on this one. All right, so while I'm doing this, I need you to think about your payment history. Think about what's on your credit report as it relates to late payments, charge off, and two, it's so much juice, so much sauce I can spill to y'all right now, because a lot of y'all sitting on collections, and man, it's like you're gonna have to start tapping in when I do my lives. Now, some stuff gonna be saved for my boot camps and my challenges, so you got to join in to get those. I just had one challenge this weekend that just passed. I enjoyed everybody in it. I'm gonna have to get off in a few minutes because I got another phone call to do. So I just want to show you what this looked like real quick. So if you see me post it, that is what I'm talking about. All right, so my ebook is $47. My paperback is $57. The downloadable version is also $57. That's the printable version, because I do have some clients that like to print it out so they can have it in front of them, which is a good thing. I like to have stuff on paper too. All right, so let me share this with my Facebook group so y'all can have it. If you got any questions, you can go ahead and type them in. After about 5 minutes, about 5:05, I'm signing off because I got to go in. A lot of my people coming to my comments and my y'all coming to my comments and y'all asked to do certain videos on certain things, but you got to turn your post notifications on, and you got to turn your your post notifications and make sure you subscribe and join so that you can get these notifications. Because I come at a certain time, and a lot of my lives I'm finna start doing them on majority on YouTube, because that's where the most of my listeners and viewers are. Because I save my Facebook group for a lot of other stuff that you don't really get access to from YouTube. So it's good to be in both platforms. But I do need you to turn on those. I do need you to turn on those post notifications so y'all can get me every time I go live. So if you have a question during my lives and in my emails are the only time you can ask me questions. Anything after that, you're gonna have to do a consultation. If you need anything more than that, you're gonna have to do a consultation. Okay. My challenges and my the boot camp that I'm about to start up, that's where you get the hands-on one-on-one help. Okay. That's why I teach you, I show you how to build your letters. So when I show you how to build your letters, then you'll understand how to pursue other accounts, negative accounts that's on your credit report. All right. And today on this live, I've shown you how to use 15 USC 1681A D2A1 in deleting late payments from your credit report. Because first of all, there's no such thing as a late payment. They're not supposed to be reporting any type of any information pertaining to any type of transaction or experiences that you have between you and that company or that creditor. And then what you want them to do is, I want you to prove to me that I gave you permission to report this, to furnish this information. 15 USC 6802. Show me the written permission that I gave you, paper I signed that you gave me that permission to opt out. So if you didn't give me permission to opt out, I didn't give you permission to report that. Okay, I didn't give you permission to report that. All right, so I encourage you to buy my ebook, the ticker that's going across the screen at the bottom. Please sign up for my boot camp. I'm trying to decide on what week I'm going to have it on. But between today and Friday at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, I'm choosing at least 5 people, depending on how many people sign up. And for my newsletter, depending on how many people sign up for my newsletter, that's how many people I'm helping in the boot camp. All right. That's how many people I'm helping in the boot camp. All right, I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for watching. Peace.